Yeah, man. Y'all gotta forgive me if I come off like a jerk sometimes, man. You know, I'm just so tired of just people thinking they know so much and they really don't, man. You know, might be able to say, you know, I fit in that same boat, but that's not true, man. I really understand just how ignorant I am in the grand scheme of things. That's the odd thing about studying and acquiring knowledge, man. The more knowledge you acquire, the more you realize that you don't know anything. You don't know nothing. Because you just keep reading and you keep learning and you keep studying and you be like, oh man. So, you know, you come to a impasse in your life where you just gotta let stuff go. You know, when I was a Christian, I thought I was low-key deep, but when I started reading and studying, I'm like, no, I ain't deep. Same thing when I passed through the Hebrew and Islamic phase, man. I thought I was deep. No, so I figured out, man, don't be holding on to any sort of isms or schisms or ologies, man. Don't be holding on to none of that, man. Don't hold on to none of it. Just keep learning. And wherever you end up, that's where you end up, man. But I don't never, ever sit back and just hold fast to any sort of ism or schism or ideology. I don't do that, man. But I want to read something to y'all right now, man, because right now, you know, we talking about Lucifer, the devil. You know, once again, two separate entities, but that's another show. Albert Pike, 33rd degree, Master Mason, Scottish Rite. He basically wrote, Lucifer the Light Bearer, strange and mysterious name to give the spirit of darkness. Lucifer, the son of the morning. Is it he who bears the light? And with its splendors, intolerable blinds, feeble, sensual, or selfish souls? Doubt it not. Whatever that means, hell. But bottom line is, you know, the main thing I wanted y'all to hear is, you know, this Master Mason, 33rd degree Master Mason, out of his own book, he wrote a book called Morals and Dogma of the Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, man. Once again, he states, Lucifer the Light Bearer, strange and mysterious name to give the spirit of darkness. Lucifer, the son of the morning. Is it he who bears the light? He basically let y'all know, man, you know, that the true god of Freemasonry is Lucifer, all right? You know, we're talking about that fashion designer as well. Remember, that individual's supposed to be satanic. Yep, Balenciaga is supposed to be into some Luciferianism here. All I'm trying to do right here is just trying to get y'all to know and understand that everything you see is not necessarily what it seems, all right? And then we look at, let's go to the Bible. Let's go to John 8, verse 12. We see that Jesus basically stated, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have everlasting life. Light and life, excuse me. He's the light of the world. We just read Albert Pike basically talking about Lucifer is the light bearer. Then we come over here and we talk about Jesus. He said supposedly out of his own mouth, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness. Once again, he's the light. So who's the light here? Is it Lucifer or is it Yahushua? Ooh, I'm deep, ain't I? I said Yahushua. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Assalamu alaikum. I'm deep. But let's go to Isaiah. Let's read Isaiah 14, verse 12 through 5. It states, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? For thou hast said in thy heart that I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Also, we read in Revelations, I am the root, and I'm the offspring of David. This is supposed to be Jesus. Excuse me. Yahushua, Yahamashaka, Yahamashake. Something like that. I'm sorry, man. I just remember them deep days because, you know, I knew a couple words in different languages. Here we go. Yeah. Jesus basically stating, this is supposed to be Jesus. I'm the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. And anybody worth one red cent, man, knows that Lucifer is supposed to be the morning star. Oh, y'all didn't know that? Lucifer is supposed to be the morning star. You know, we got a lot of references to morning stars and light and fire and whatnot. Yeah, that's what Jesus said. I'm the root and I'm the offspring of David. So, remember, in Isaiah, Lucifer, I guess this is supposed to be the Most High talking to Lucifer. He said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. I catch that? Son of the morning. Oh, I hate to have a Bible class here. Oh, I used to hate Bible class. And then we go to Revelations 22, verse 16. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. Now that's Jesus. There's a lot of confusion going on here, man. Well, it's not really confusing if you know what you're reading. You know how to dissect it. And you know that the Bible is not an original work. Because, they're getting all of this stuff from, like, Greek and Roman mythology and African mythology, man. You know, this whole Christian thing, it's a new thing, man. It's new. Especially like if you were to read Greek mythology, there's a character in Greek mythology who goes by the name of Prometheus. Prometheus was a deity. I believe he was a Titan. Once again, y'all gotta excuse me, man. You know, this is stuff I was reading when I was in elementary school. Okay, so I'm digging deep here. And Prometheus, he thought that Zeus and the rest of the gods were scoundrels, man. He thought that they was doing mankind a disservice. They was doing them dirty. And one of the main things that Prometheus thought that would help mankind is if he gave them the gift of fire. Yeah, give them the gift of fire, man. You can see the Promethean logo all over the place, man, with the torch and whatnot. That's what the Statue of Liberty is actually alluding to as well. Not only the fact that the Statue of Liberty is androgynous, but that would be another show, no doubt. Ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, anything that's standing upright, man, it's got the flames and got the torch and whatnot. Yeah, that's an allusion to a light bearer, a morning star, Promethean, a Promethean ideology. Someone who comes to bring light or to bring knowledge. Knowledge is fire. Knowledge is light. And that story, that Promethean story, is like one of the bedrocks of your Luciferian ideology. But Prometheus is a good guy. Prometheus is actually trying to help mankind. He's trying to give them knowledge. Or if you want to take it in a literal sense, trying to give them fire. With the advent of fire, that kicked off pretty much an industrial revolution. Because you can do a lot with fire. So when I'm looking at stuff, man, and I'm looking at all of these so-called people who are in the know in the higher echelons, man, and they consider themselves playing with your mind by having all this devil and Luciferian symbolism, man. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me. I'm thinking to myself, do they know that the Lucifer thing, it's not an original concept? They're actually getting these things from older tales, older mythologies like Bacchus and Dionysus and Prometheus and Pan and Poseidon. Yeah, man, it's like they don't understand it. So back to the original premise of question, do they really believe that there's a such thing as a deity named Lucifer? I can't see how, if you're supposed to be in the higher echelons of whatever. I would think that you would have thought that somehow, some way, at some point in time, pick up a book and study the issue. And even if they did study the whole concept of being of Lucifer, and all they're getting out of it is, I want to cut up babies and molest babies and all that. I'm like, where are they getting that from? Where are they getting that from, man? Because the original concept of Lucifer is Promethean, a Promethean doctrine. to actually be a benefactor and a helper to mankind. But you have a cabal of individuals that's at the top, man. Their motives are questionable because right now they're trying to depopulate the planet, man. They're trying to get rid of as many people as possible because they fear that we're disturbing the ecosystem of the planet. You know, it's beautiful how they did that Avengers Endgame, man, when they had Thanos out there who went on a murder spree, man, all in the name of saving the universe. Then you sit down and you think about it and you're like, well, you know, if there is too many people and there's not enough resources to go around, the individual that actually enacts a purge like that, is that person really bad? Or is that just nature? Is that just the hand of God doing what it needs to do, that the universe keeps on chugging along and flourishing, man? Is that person evil? Is that a bad person? Yeah, these are the things you gotta wrestle with. And all that other extra shit that they doing, where they, like I say, they want to eat babies and kill babies. And I'm like, what in the hell? Like, where is that? You know, that's got to be a bloodline thing, man. That's got to be just some individual that... It doesn't matter what an individual gets his hands on as far as philosophy is concerned, man. If they are inherently just evil, they can use anything. They can use any philosophy to help manifest that evil and magnify it, man. So this is just me. This is just my personal opinion. I'm thinking, if you're way up in the upper echelons of thought, like I said, of thought, just because like you're a major player or politician doesn't necessarily mean that you know what the hell you're doing or know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to occult practices. Just because you rich and you hobnob with a lot of actors and musicians and whatnot, man, I don't mean you know shit when it comes to the occult. Don't mean you know shit. Dare I say, I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot of people that, yeah, man, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're into, man. And I know that for a fact because when I was in the military, and I was not a Freemason, but man, I used to bedazzle. I used to kill them Freemasons in the military, man. I used to kill them. I was slaying them. Like, hell, they never even read a Bible, man. Shit, they supposed to be Christians. They supposed to at least read the Bible, which you claim that, you know, Freemasonry is based on. I mean, can you tell me about Hiram Abiff and the Three Ruffians, man? I mean, come on, man. Let's get it. Tubal Cain, man. Come on, let's get it. I mean, here I was, man. I mean, I was reading the Quran, man. I was reading the Talmud, man. I was trying to understand the Kabbalah, you know, the Quran, bro. Oh my God, boy. I was reading the lost books of the Bible, man. I was reading some of the workings of Aleister Crowley. And then don't let me get started on, you know, our black luminaries, man. And, you know, our black historians. Shoot, man, like, say, Sheikh Anta Diop and Joseph Ben Yakinen. I'm like, nigga, you outclassed, you outgunned, man. Sit your ass down somewhere, bro. You know what I mean? I was giving them Masonic handshakes and everything. Yeah, boy, I was pissing off a lot of dudes, man. They just swore up and down that they knew something that I didn't know. I'm like, no, it's just the opposite. I know 10 times more than you know, nigga. For real. Well, anyway, man, I'm gonna cut this short, man. I'm gonna cut it off. Cause I don't want to make this into a 3-parter, man. I'm just gonna make it 2 parts. But yeah, man, I might come back on here and expound on some more ism pertaining to this topic, man. I find it interesting, man. And yeah, and brothers, you know, pick up a book, man, and try and, you know, get into the history of things. Just make an attempt, man. Jesus Christ, man. Oh yeah, man. There's a lot to be said, man. When you start digging, don't be surprised, man. When you just gotta keep digging, man, because it always leads you somewhere you just never expect. You're like, what? You're like, man, I've been lied to all my life. Been lied to. But all you gotta do is just read and research, man. Just that simple, man. Well, anyway, yeah, Big Mike, the Almighty One himself, once again, Yep, I'm pretty sure I probably ruffled some feathers, but man, I can't help it, man. I gotta let loose, man. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy just being surrounded by numbskulls and idiots, man. Idiocracy is here, Jack. It is here. Man, people can't tie their shoelaces out here no more, Jack. Fuck. Big Mike and I'm out.